The Byzantine Empire in the later Middle Ages. Crusade from 1198 to 1204. Our old friend Pope Innocent III called this military campaign, which we now know today as the Fourth Crusade. The fighters seem to have been intended to attack Egypt. The Crusaders assembled in Venice before heading out. While in Venice, the fighters ended up owing the Doge, or leader of Venice, a substantial amount of money for transportation. He suggested they could repay him by helping the Venetians recapture the port of Zara from the Hungarians. It should be noted that the Hungarians are Christians who are being attacked at this stage, so not quite the same ideal of classic civilizations or the Crusades being a religious warfare that we usually associate with these sorts of movements. At this stage, in fact, Innocent III attempted to excommunicate the entire army, because this is not what he'd had in mind at all. The Crusaders then accepted a suggestion from an exiled Byzantine royal to attack Constantinople. They indeed attacked and sacked Constantinople in 1204. Much Byzantine wealth and artwork was seized and taken to Venice. Like this statue of the Four Emperors, you may recognize it from earlier in the course. It is now in St. Mark's Basilica in Venice. Only a heel from one of the figures remains in the city now known as Istanbul. The Byzantine Empire lost much territory after the Fourth. Its territory fluctuated as it competed with various small enclaves controlled by Western powers: Venice, Genoa, Aragon, the Counts of Flanders, the Dukes of Savoy, the House of Anjou. There were also independent polities ruled by Byzantine aristocrats, which emerged in this period, including the so-called Empire of Trebizond. They threatened the control of the empire. Nevertheless, the emperor's power slowly recovered under the Paleologus dynasty, which retook Constantinople in 1268. Still, the Byzantine Empire was weakened by civil wars within the ruling family in the 14th century. Each side recruited mercenaries. This would ultimately lead to the development of yet another and even more powerful empire, as we will discuss in the rest of the module.